suddenly I just fall in love with Bali. Gak tahu kenapa gitu kan, kayak I still feel there is a connection with Bali, to be honest kan. Makanya that I already know from 10 years ago, Bali. Choosing Bali is just like you follow your heart. That's why I always believe that your thought will determine your action.
Open your hands, stand in the light, watch it begin. We're gonna shine.
Bagaimana ceritanya awal mulanya kok bisa sampai di Bali ini dan buka usaha swasti volunteer?
So sebetulnya saya sendiri pertama kali ke Bali itu 10 tahun lalu, liburan itu kan, liburan. Waktu itu saya masih kerja di corporate, jadi mutusin libur seminggu ya kan, ke Bali, dan suddenly I just fall in love with Bali. Gak tahu kenapa gitu kan, kayak kehidupannya beda ya. Saya lama di Jakarta, saya di Jakarta 20 tahun. So I have been there, do everything A to Z gitu kan, semuanya dikerjain. Dan dari situ, dan 2017 tuh saya 6 tahun kemarin building online travel business. Ya dapat funding dari venture capital dari China gitu kan, it's $1 million funding, but end up with shut down the company in 2017. Jadi itu sekitar 3 tahun lalu. Dan dari situ kayak gimana ya, when you build a business for 6 years and then you have to shut down in 6 months gitu kan, it's not easy. Of course it's very struggle moment. Dan dari situ saya kayak floating aja gitu kan, 2 tahun tuh nggak jelas mau ngapain segala macam kan. I feel that I lost my purpose in life gitu kan. Tadinya my purpose I want to grow a business gitu kan, being a successful person gitu kan. But then after that moment kayak suddenly it's just gone ya kan. Dan sampai akhirnya saya ngerasa kalau it's enough ya pas tahun lalu, dan setelah ngelihat semuanya it's enough. I think I want to start something new, belum tahu apa. So I book one way ticket, one way flight to Bali ya. And then waktu itu belum punya plan sampai akhirnya ketemu ngobrol sama partner saya gitu kan. Dan we discuss, tadinya saya plannya mungkin just being a consultant ya kan, do the consulting job di Bali gitu kan, yang penting moving from Jakarta. Dan dari situ yang tadinya nggak punya plan terus tiba-tiba punya ide buka bisnis laundry gitu kan, because everyone need it, right? Everyone need the laundry. Cuman saya prinsipnya my value 2 tahun terakhir change, to be honest gitu kan. Saya istilahnya jadi vegetarian gitu kan, terus living more sustainable, berusaha tidak kalau kita nggak punya solusi untuk misalnya problem yang ada di dunia gitu kan, dan yang paling penting jangan nambah problem ya kan. Paling nggak saya mulai nggak pakai plastik sebisa mungkin gitu kan, nggak mengurangi buang sampah yang nggak perlu gitu kan, dengan cara less consumption gitu kan, less konsumtif. Jadi kita nggak terus-terusan buang sampah gitu kan. Karena kalau kita mau hidup istilahnya, kita beli barang yang kita nggak perlu terus saya jadi sampah gitu kan. Dan mau segimana canggihnya pun you do the waste management nggak akan bisa gitu kan, karena over waste gitu kan. Nah jadi dari situ akhirnya idenya oke, kalau mau buka laundry it should be something yang eco friendly gitu kan. Kalau enggak, apa bedanya kita sama dengan yang lain gitu kan. So that's the story, yang bahkan tadinya waktu kita mulai itu we don't know how to start ya kan. Gimana ya caranya, kita nggak punya experience gitu kan, how to manage everything. Tapi I believe when you have the intention gitu kan. Dan everything just happen gitu kan. Including tadinya oke, modalnya berapa? Ya, buka laundry kan mesti ada modal juga kan, beli mesin, terus sewa tempat gitu kan. Kita yang tadinya juga nggak dengan modal yang terbatas, tapi akhirnya dapat support dari beberapa teman yang juga invest. Dan akhirnya within a month, and 1.5 month here, then it happened.
Wow.
Gitu sih.
Ya, keren banget ya. Panjang.
Ya.
Oke. Jadi awal mulanya memang waktu kerja di Jakarta itu emang udah in love gitu ya sama Bali gitu ya, senang gitu di Bali ada ini. Hal apa sih yang bikin ada perasaan itu kalau di sini itu?
I think why I fall in love with Bali mainly because of the energy here. Right? Nggak tahu begitu sampai Bali dulu mungkin in holiday mood gitu kan. Tapi I still feel there is a connection with Bali, to be honest kan. Makanya for the past 10 years lumayan sering bolak-balik gitu kan. Dulu karena urusan bisnis harus, ya waktu itu bisnisnya online travel gitu kan, dan banyak dapat misalnya customer yang ke Bali gitu kan. Dan ya it's different aja, you living in a big city kayak Jakarta gitu kan, yang so stressful, headache gitu kan. Dan it's drain your energy kan. Di sini even mau kerja dari Senin sampai weekend gitu kan, terus ya nggak ada masalah juga gitu kan, karena mungkin beda ya di sini suasana aja sih yang bikin itu jadi lebih give you more comfort gitu kan, better quality of life. Itu sih yang mungkin saya lihat sih.
Padahal kerjanya sama 9 to 5, tapi kalau di Bali 9 to 5-nya jadi
Di sini bukan 9 to 5 lagi, 8 to 8. Ya, 8 to 8, tapi nggak dengan macet yang 2 jam gitu kan. Terus ya kalau di sini lagi misalnya lagi stres ya tinggal ke pantai gitu kan. I mean the balance life itu ada gitu kan. Dan it's not costly untuk having the life here gitu kan, dengan istilahnya quality of life yang even much better ya.
Oke, waktu building online travel itu kan di shutdown 2017, 2000 selama 2 tahun lost purpose kan. Nah, gimana sih ceritanya bisa tiba-tiba ada yang tiba-tiba move ke sini terus find the purpose here tuh? The story itu how it happened.
Yeah, actually last year I do a self reflection. So looking from your inner side and then asking the questions about who you are, why you were born in this world, right? What is your purpose of life? That's not an easy questions to answer. Even I know that I have built a business before, right? But I question myself, do I still want to build a business? Do I still want to build even a bigger business? I have failed before, and it's not an easy failure. It's so bad actually. Of course, when you build the $1 million business, you have 40 employees there, and you already build it for 6 years. It's not easy to let go, right? It's just like you kill your baby. That's what I feel, and that's made me lost my purpose and questioning even myself. If building a business is that hard, then sacrifice my mental health, do I still want to do it? Right? So it's a long self-reflection. And if I still want to build a business, what kind of business? Right? Is it still the online travel or the tech startup that you don't make money at all, right? And and you have to always fundraise, right? Just like other startup, and I don't think I want to do that kind of things. So my lifestyle changed to become more conscious. Then I decide my purpose of life. I want to start something that maybe help people to live more sustainable. Starting from myself. Yeah. So that's the story how I finding myself, doing the self-reflections, and then see my inner value. What is my value now? Because you cannot just start something new without knowing your value, right? If you do something that not really your value, then you will repeat the same thing. I don't want to repeat that, so I really look into myself. What is my value? What I like? What I don't like? Let's say even if I hire team, what kind of team that I want to work with, right? And then where I want to live. That I already know from 10 years ago, Bali. That's easy to answer, but what kind of things to do, that take a year to really think and then try something before I decide, okay, this is what I want. Help people to live sustainable, and then of course being the solution, right, for the problems that we have in the world, the waste problem, the waste in the plastic, chemical, and being more eco-friendly, because you know when we make friend with the natures, then the nature will heal us. That's what I believe.
Ada beberapa pertanyaan lagi nih yang muncul. Yang pertama, gimana bisa tahu sih Bali tempatnya untuk hidup for the next life itu? Mana bisa tahu itu?
Mana bisa tahu ya?
Iya, karena tadi Petrus bilang live Bali I know for sure, but what I do there I still don't know. Dari setahun tuh figure out what you will do. Tapi why kalau Bali live there is for sure itu why? Kenapa kalau bisa tahu?
Okay, so for me, choosing Bali is just like you follow your heart. You asking yourself, like, follow your intuitions. That do you still want to live in the place you live now, right, in Jakarta, after 20 years? And the answer is no. It's easy, right, to answer. And then, okay, where? Should I move to outside Indonesia, right, or just Bali or somewhere? Then for me, Bali has a special memory. It's very easy to answer that because I already want it from 10 years ago, intentionally. When I come to Bali for holiday, sometimes I extend. I extend another 3 days, and it's just like I don't want to move from Bali. I just want to stay. So it's very easy actually to decide to move to Bali, but of course I need to be realistic, right? What I will do here. Udah sampai sini mau ngapain gitu kan? How I make a living, right? Because I'm here not for holiday. I'm here to start my new life, and then of course my life need to be support by financially. I need to do some things, like I need to do the works, right? And in terms of the lifestyle, I think Bali has everything. I don't really need going to the mall, right? I don't really shop a lot right now. I just living my life into a very basic things, right? Not much I think, yeah, I can say it's very when we realize that we need so little thing to live, right? Then you don't need to live in a big city. Then can say Bali can fulfill everything. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The next questions, gimana sih bisa tahu satu tadi ya pengen help people ya dengan lebih sustain nature gitu. Nah ceritanya gimana bisa dapat ide ini? Apakah dalam tadi kan move di Bali kapan? November ya?
Yeah.
November ya. Apakah ide ini muncul sebelum November waktu 1 tahun self introspect, atau waktu udah di sini tiba-tiba oh ternyata idenya begini atau gimana? Itu muncul ide itu bagaimana ceritanya?
Of course it's not overnight gitu ya, nggak yang tiba-tiba langsung semalam and then suddenly everything change. No, I think the journey is around 2 years, and then even setahun terakhir, starting by I decide to being a vegetarian, so starting by less consuming meat and then not consuming meat at all, or sometimes still, but try to change my lifestyles, and so far it's good for me. After being a vegetarian, at least I lost 24 kilos from 98 to 72, 73 somethings, right? And also I being more healthy, having more energy, and then I try to learn more, right, from vegetarian, and then how to live more sustainable, because you already on that path. Then for me it's easier to change my lifestyle, even try to use product not that non-chemical, that more natural, like the soap, the laundry soap, or maybe the soap you use for ini kan apa buat sabun mandi segala macam, shampoo gitu kan. I try to use non-chemical and organic, and I don't buy from the big brands. I buy from the local brands, local product. It's good, and it's changed my vision actually. Your life vision will be changed based on your habit. That's why I always believe that your thought will determine your action. Your action become your habit, and your habit become your destiny. So when we change our habit, we become more friendly to the natures, right? Then the nature will give us a lot of things, a lot. So journey-nya mungkin dari situ sih. Awalnya being a vegetarian, and then I change my lifestyle to become less consumptive. I don't have much clothes, ya baju aja yang basic aja gitu kan. You don't need to have istilahnya 2 lemari sendiri gitu kan, yang kadang juga kita nggak pakai. Kita pakainya sehari-hari itu lagi gitu kan. So why we buy more and more? Sementara juga istilahnya akhirnya itu akan jadi sampah gitu kan, yang kita buang, and then it become problem to the environment gitu kan. So dari situ akhirnya it's crystallized, become my value. Dan ya kalau mau kerjain sesuatu ya jangan sampai keluar dari value ini gitu kan. Jadi kayak bisa konflik nggak sih kalau misalnya kamu nggak suka ini tapi kamu kerjain gitu kan.
Kurang gitu ya.
Ya. Nah, mungkin itu sih journey-nya sih. Ya.
Terus udah menemukan vision dari value yang udah crystallize tuh, udah tahu tinggal di Bali, udah kayak align gitu kan ya.
Yeah.
Nah, pertamanya buka ini gimana ceritanya tuh, kayak tempatnya gimana, terus ini gimana gimana itu, detail ceritanya bagaimana, nyampe ngapain.
Okay, that's a very interesting story because it just happened, right? Jadi waktu saya kontak ngobrol sama Siane, partner saya gitu kan. Oke, kita datang ke sini 27 November persis gitu kan. Dan waktu itu kita baru punya modal 25 juta. To be honest, that's the only money that we have. Ya, to start the business. Cukup nggak? Nggak, pasti gitu kan. Dan kita develop konsepnya. We do the business plan, the proposal gitu kan. Terus masing-masing kita coba ngobrol ke teman kan, we share to our friend, hey we have a business idea, we already in Bali gitu kan. We want to start this eco-friendly business in Canggu gitu kan. Or maybe Ubud, tadinya belum tahu gitu kan. Then we decide okay Canggu gitu kan, let's go to Canggu first. And yeah, I like Canggu as well kan. Karena and then for a month we looking for the location. That's not easy. We go more than 20 locations, right? And then sourcing one by one, and then finally we get this location. Even waktu dapat lokasi ini pun baru ada 1 atau 2 investor yang confirm to invest. But I believe if we have a good intention, then it will happen. We don't need to worry kan. Istilahnya jalannya ada aja. And so we confirm with this store. Even we don't know we will have all the capital or not, ya kan? Karena total tuh butuh 300 waktu itu. Kita cuma punya 25 juta, ya kan? Waktu kita confirm ini lokasi ini kita baru punya 50 juta. So masih ada 250 gitu kan. Gimana caranya? Then we keep talking to our friends. We share our vision gitu kan. How we want to become the solution for people around us. And from the smallest community. I believe laundry ini bukan cuma masalah urusan cuci baju. But it can be a place to build the community for people who want to live a more sustainable. People who believe with the vision. Jadi dari pelan-pelan istilahnya, bahkan kalau dilihat kita di sini juga untuk jual ininya air gitu kan, dan kombucha gitu kan, which is ya konsepnya juga we want to do something that healthy gitu kan, for people gitu kan. We will not sell like mungkin minuman soda gitu-gitu gitu kan, and unless beer maybe still okay gitu kan. But ya dari situ akhirnya pelan-pelan setelah dapat lokasi ini, within 1 month it's open and all the funding that we need enough from 7 investors within a month. And when we look each other, do you believe this happen? I don't know, but we have to believe it, right? It's already happened. It's miracle. So I think I can say Bali has a very magical energy. Whether you will, Bali will support you or just not supporting you, right? Yes. So in this case, I think Bali really welcome for us by showing all the way, even this place out of nowhere, we get it, right? Yeah.
Okay, amazing story.
Yeah.
Okay, this will be the last question.
Yeah.
Based on what you do right now, like trying to make people more aware about the environment, less waste and something, what do you wish about Bali in the future that can help you do what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I think I hope Bali moving to a better direction in terms of the environment, because tourism is the largest contribution for Bali, right? But the problem when the nature is when the nature is damaged, right? The ocean is polluted and then there is no forest, right? There is no greens. What do you enjoy here, right? For tourism. So for me, it should be a sustainable tourism, and that could be happen starting by sustainable living. Right. Bali already in the right direction by banning the plastic bag. It's good, but we still find the plastic bag. Laundry is one of the contributors for the plastic bag. If you look at the laundry out there, they still give the plastic bag. No matter if you bring your laundry bag, they still give it. This is the plastic bag, right? That's the smallest thing that I think if we could change, then it could make an impact. Of course, we cannot change everything. We can start from the small step, one step at a time, right? And I think in the future, I hope more local entrepreneurs come to Bali and then develop Bali in more and in building a conscious business, right? Building a sustainable business, not only to make money, but also to contribute to the society, to the nature, building the value for the people and the planet, right? Because if everything is damaged, what can we do? That's my hope. It's not something that I know it's not easy, because the change should be start from us, and then after that some people around us, and then we can influence others and the whole island, right? And then after that the whole nation, after that the whole country, right? The whole planet. But it should be start now, and we should really work from now. I don't think we have much time if we keep repeating our bad habit. So that's my hope actually.
Oke, that's enough.
Yeah.
Jawabannya keren-keren.